When you pray, God shuts the mouth of your enemies. This is the story of a man who feared God more than he feared death, and how heaven answered his faith. It was the time of King Darius, ruler of the great Medo-Persian Empire. Daniel, a man of God, served the king with such excellence that the other officials became jealous. They could find no fault in him except in his devotion to the Lord, so they devised a wicked plan. They persuaded the king to sign a royal decree. For 30 days, no one could pray to any god or man except to the king himself. The punishment for breaking this law was certain death in the lion's den. When Daniel heard the decree, he did not hide or change his ways. He went home, opened his windows toward Jerusalem, and 3 times a day he knelt down, giving thanks to God, just as he had always done. The conspirators spied on him and saw him praying. They rushed to King Darius and accused Daniel. "He does not obey your decree, O king. He continues to pray to his God." The king realized he had been tricked. He valued Daniel and sought all day to save him, but the law of the Medes and Persians could not be changed. At sunset, the king had no choice. Daniel was brought before the lion's den. Darius said to him, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." Then Daniel was lowered into the pit. A heavy stone was rolled over its mouth and sealed with the king's own ring. In the darkness, the lions stirred, but God sent his angel, and he shut their mouths. Daniel sat unharmed, the great beasts lying peacefully around him, as the angels stood watch all night long. At dawn, King Darius hurried to the den and cried out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God rescued you from the lions?" From the shadows came Daniel's voice. "My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight, and I have done no wrong before you, O king." The king was overjoyed and commanded that Daniel be lifted out. No wound was found on him, because he had trusted in his God. Then the king ordered the men who had falsely accused Daniel to be thrown into the lion's den, along with their families. The lions overpowered them before they even reached the floor. And King Darius wrote to all nations, "I issue a decree that in every part of my kingdom people must fear and reverence the God of Daniel, for he is the living God, and his kingdom will not be destroyed." Daniel's story reminds us, faith may be tested, but God's power never fails. Obedience to God is worth more than life itself. Prayer is our greatest weapon. God still shuts the mouths of lions, both real and spiritual. Hold on to your faith, even when the world threatens to tear it away, because the same God who saved Daniel still reigns today.